Welcome back to our channel. If your birthday on this day, kindly comment your name, year of birth and country of birth. If you like our work, give like and subscribe our channel. Check description to see about our offers and new announcement. Here we see truth about birthday on this day. On the off chance that you were brought into the world on the 8th day of the month, you have a genuine streak and can ordinarily be relied on to respect your responsibilities. You may have to some degree a serious mean as a result of your numerous obligations and would be appropriate to a business climate where you would have the option to use your prevalent authoritative abilities. You are constantly occupied with profound thought. You are routinely misjudged in your life by others. Thus, you for the most part feel very forlorn on a basic level. You have a solid singularity. You typically proceed with your work and carry on throughout everyday life, even after resistance and contentions from others. Thusly, you will by and large make heartless and unpleasant adversaries. You might be cold and unaffectionate from outside. However, as a general rule, you have warm hearts towards the smothered individuals of all class. You typically shroud your sentiments and permit individuals to think what they like. You may either be an incredible achievement throughout everyday life or an extraordinary disappointment. You will infrequently get the compensation for the great you do while you are living. However, after your passing, you are frequently recalled. Your work adulated and accolades are paid in your memory. On the off chance that you are strict, you will go to limits. You are an eager individual. You by and large focus on open life or government duty or something to that effect. As far as you might be concerned, your vocation is a higher priority than your homegrown life. You will uphold your companions and family members' well-being astute. You might be bothered with the issues of liver and digestive tract. You may likewise experience the ill effects of cerebral pains. You ought to evade creature food however much as could be expected. You ought to have more foods grown from the ground. You are an extremely focused individual. You are a profoundly insightful and a scholarly individual. You like to commit your time in genuine examinations then appreciate public activity. You are continually telling your companions and family members fear conversing with you. You support individuals whom you like. You like to keep up your guarantees. You have an ability for business and an excellent of cash. Your way to deal with business is unique, innovative and challenging. You have good instinct and need the opportunity to practice it. In case you become unpleasant and domineering somewhere else in your life, it is prudent to keep away from associations at every possible opportunity. You are profoundly serious and close associations, particularly when forces isolated similarly, can lead you to enjoy interests and control. You are effective and can deal with enormous tasks. On the off chance that you don't as of now maintain your specialization or own business, you are bound for such a position. Authority is your blessing. Similarly, you have an extraordinary ability for association. You can oversee enormous gatherings of individuals and guide them in accordance with your vision. You are a pragmatist, self-assured, common sense, driven and objective arranged. Others regard you and your judgment. They realize that you can be relied on. You come through. You appreciate a test. The assumptions for others animate you. Particularly on the off chance that they question, you can pull it off. You will in general be emotional with cash. You have a requirement for status and may flaunt your rewards for all the hard work with a noteworthy vehicle or house. You are glad for your family and like to be supplemented. You have solid character, however might be overbearing and bossy. You have little tolerance with shortcoming, be it your own or somebody else's. You don't communicate your sentiments much. You should build up the characteristics of tirelessness and endurance. You will meet numerous obstructions, which should be seen as difficulties that, truth be told, make you more grounded. Your disposition toward the troubles in life will be the distinction among progress and disappointment. You are a solid-willed and sure individual. In any field of movement you need to accomplish the best outcomes. Indeed, even in the most tough spots, don't permit yourself to surrender. Try not to leave from the objective until you have depleted every single imaginable alternative. You are in the delight of rivalry, competition and life impediments, They make you more grounded. The number of material success, the number of reliable people able to bring everything to perfection. On the one hand, this is the number of total revolution or revolution, and on the other, religious commitment, philosophical thinking, and an inevitable perspective encompassing all actions. People with a soul number of 8 are different from most other people. They hide their feelings, which is why they are often judged as they please. In their souls they are lonely and rarely find understanding among people, and after death they are often extolled. The capacity to make a solid, overpowering impression the first run-through. Inclination, costly garments and adornments, as an important element of high status. Brain, ability, effectiveness, trust in themselves and their privileges. People under the number 8 are not appropriate early marriage. As of now, they are totally caught up in their professions and side interests, and invest little energy on their family members, which prompts consistent fights. At a more experienced age, they create strength and are prepared to commit themselves to family ties. They are dedicated to their mates, yet at whatever stage in life they may favor working for a family. The number that represents the boundless opportunities for working together. You are gutsy and brave before any sort of action, particularly in a business climate. Obstacles and troubles in the way of life are not deterrents being developed. Actually, they improve your capacity to work. You have great administration abilities and the capacity to lead a group. Saturn. Individuals of Saturn are open, regularly don't discover understanding among others and experience the ill effects of dejection. Their outward chilliness and estrangement conceal the hunger for otherworldly warmth, yet they don't have a clue how to show it. They don't care for anything shallow. They like request and material security. Everything comes to them with trouble. They accomplish everything all alone. Their lifestyle is recognized by consistency and regularly, particularly nearer to mature age, material abundance. For individuals of this kind are portrayed by hard-headedness, a calm glance at things. They honor rules and laws. They are practical people, judicious, mindful, dependable and deliberate in all things, extremely persevering and industrious in accomplishing their objectives and thoughts. They seldom end up in a subordinate position throughout everyday life. Individuals of this sort are more centered around material prosperity. They should make certain of their future. They are slanted, be that as it may, to despairing. They keep supreme reliability. You can generally depend on them. Most awesome aspect of all, they discover a shared belief with individuals of the subsequent kind and feel for individuals of the 7th sort. The farther from number 1, the greater complex are getting the traits of numbers. In maximum numerological courses, number 8 is frequently associated with business competencies and with the capability to address money. Perhaps, within the commercial enterprise world, the representatives of number 8 are displaying themselves precisely this way. But the real potential of this number lies plenty deeper, and it's far certainly proven by the list of well-known people that were born in this day. If one will take a more in-depth look, he will discover that there are a number of artists and actors born under the number 8. For a lot of them, the arena of enterprise isn't always absolutely exciting. How the birthday number 8 can take place itself of their case. Let's attempt to discover it out within the interpretation beneath. If a person is born at the 8th of any month, he'll absolutely be formidable. He has a variety of strength and he is capable of a top-notch deeds. These human beings are able to show a wonderful intellectual and emotional efforts, regularly bringing them to a leading positions in everything they do. They are usually a tough workers. However, instead of the physical work, they may opt to paintings intellectually or emotionally, knowing that the effectiveness of efforts at those stages is a lot higher. Sometimes those born with number 8 are experiencing some sure problems building near relationships with the others due to the magnetic pressure in their personality, that may once in a while be overwhelming. Emotional characteristics. People of number 8 typically have a completely robust characters. They're able to deep emotional attachment. However, inside the identical time they're regularly misunderstood, because it isn't so easy to love them. They may additionally appear cold every so often, while deeply interior they're very emotional. However, they just do not like to show their feelings much. Number 8 is expressing feelings through moves, doing something instead of pronouncing it, and that's in which the misunderstanding comes from. They are able to high quality sacrifices, and they may be misused if they may be getting too attached to the incorrect person. Being in love, the general public of number 8 would like to do simply something for his or her loved ones, so it's far better for them to pick their item surely cautiously. Those born with the number 8 have a magnetic persona and they're very appealing to the alternative intercourse. They have exquisite energy and they're sexually active, but additionally they have a non-secular dispositions. They're looking for a spiritual connection with their partner, otherwise the relationship will not be long. The accomplice of range 8 must be the equal sturdy, because if he does now not provide delight, humans of this range can also search for it some other place. Maybe it isn't always clean for number 8 to find a appropriate companion, however as long as this finally occurs, they may be without end happy and they'll in no way think to cheat or find a person else. Harmonious relationship with variety 8 are something humans are searching out, but in the equal time it isn't so smooth to obtain. The best associate of range 8 must possess a deep know-how and the potential to appreciate the very precise nature of his partner. People of number 8 want a complete freedom. Independence is one of the maximum important things for them. Living subsequent to them, one has to hold the religious fellowship, no longer to say the bodily aspect. It can be stated that probable there is not a whole lot people who are definitely capable of fully fulfill those born below number 8. But if the efforts are sufficient, there's no better individual for any sort of partnership than number 8. Often they discover best partners in the human beings born with the same birthday number. People born with number 8 are sincerely exceptional, but they have to understand that now and again it's miles difficult for the others to understand them. For their own sake they need to not watch for the others to present them a few approval. They have to avoid falling into the extremes. They must do their best to control themselves not to let the pendulum of their emotions swing from one side to another. They must send their abilities towards an unmarried aim, in preference to wasting them on the useless emotions. If they may discover ways to take delivery of what involves them, without preventing with the complete world, they'll be a lot happier and they may be capable of achieve their goals plenty faster. They need to increase persistence and put their dedication and perseverance in a strict stability. In this situation they will be able to raise up sincerely high, due to the fact they have already got everything. This is needed for fulfillment. They are clever, hard-working, they have got a splendid religious and intellectual power, and within the identical time they're artistic and very sensitive. If your birthday is at the 8th, you are taking to commercial enterprise like a duck to water. You are for your element managing finances. Your business approach is innovative, uncommon, now and again even unexpected, but within the most instances it works flawlessly. People who were born on this day have extraordinary experience of money, that is their principal device in process. So, the great sphere for those people is enterprise. They may additionally observe successful task as they constantly feel how to do money as nicely. They are wonderful business specialists due to their positive imaginative and prescient. They may additionally turn out to be an amazing head of the undertaking or, at least, manager, who rules the principal processes of enterprise. However, if you were born at the 8th, coping with employees, you will be a bit tyrannical. Not anybody knows your unique technique. That is why you require total freedom to your actions. The most tough for you is identical partnership, wherein you need to provide an explanation for your selections and get the approval of the companion. To keep away from conflicts and intrigues, it's miles better to be the only character who guidelines the manner. It's not necessary to go contrary your nature and proportion leadership with the alternative character if you could handle all via yourself. such as massive and hard projects. Your achievements and your prosperity make you proud of yourself. It is ordinary due to the fact you figure a whole lot to have outcomes. You like much admiration and applause of others. It is the reason you demonstrate your fulfillment shopping for high-priced things. Your imperfections: you are an additional disturbing person. You are very sturdy and hardworking. This is why you cannot apprehend folks that do not have masses of power and abilities to be like you. Your necessities are explainable, but you should understand that every person are exclusive and every person has his or her own stage satisfactory. People might also try to attain their ability and it isn't always enough for you. However, it's miles the fine for them. You ought to be greater affected person and loyal.